Hello, today I want to talk about my pink egg Thailand tomato. And I just want to tell you something about this. This tomato is actually about 7 or 8 months old. And I planted it in bark. If you can see the bark over here. It's planted in bark, pure bark, and I think it's kind of cool to have grown it like this because, well, unlike regular soil, it doesn't really break down nearly as fast, so it remains intact for a long while, at least a year or two. And what I want to say is that I actually had, after they gave me a lot of tomatoes, I was letting it die. I wasn't watering it anymore. And after a month of it pretty much being dead, I noticed that it started sprouting little side shoots, because it was like a little nub. It had grown to a little nub around here. And then anyways, it started, growing again, and I still didn't want to water it, and it kept dying off and growing over and over again. So then I decided, I'll just let it live. So, 7 months later or 8 months later, it's growing again, and that's because, and you can do that because of the bark that it's growing in, and I think it's doing rather well. I got a couple of almost ripe pink egg tomatoes, and I'm actually planning on doing a couple of more tomatoes in bark just to see how it turns out, because I don't just want to do cherry tomatoes or plum tomatoes. Actually, I want to see how well the bigger tomatoes do in bark. I'm also going to grow some in half bark, half gravel, and it's kind of a neat experiment if you want to try it. I actually recommend that you try it just to see how it works out. And actually, another thing you do with the bark that's beneficial about the bark is that you don't have to worry about overwatering it, because it's free draining, and you just water it for 30 seconds and you don't have to worry about any parched water on the bottom or anything. And also the fact that there's so many that the pieces are so big is that you get a lot of oxygen in the roots, so they won't have an oxygen starvation. And that's about it. I just wanted to show you, because I thought someone who's never heard about growing your bark might find this interesting. And I suggest that anyone try it if you're interested. Alright, I want to show you guys my French marigolds that I grew for the first time. It's bloomed for the first time. There it is. It's kind of pretty. And actually I have 3 different types of marigolds. I have African Select and this one. It's a different African type. It's called Tururu. I got from horizonherbs.com. Yeah, I'm hoping to see what the other blooms look like. I also have a big pineapple here. It must be at least a year old. I'm hoping it fruits soon because it's kind of taking up a lot of space. And my strawberries. It's got flower in here. A couple flowers. See that? Hopefully it gives me a couple more strawberries. My moringa tree, this is my second moringa tree that's not kind of stunted a bit, but it's still growing. Okinawa spinach cuttings, which I did not long ago, and these are my Okinawa spinach patch, which is a spinach replacement, spinach alternative, which is actually not bad. And my corn patch here. This is a regular, I think this is ornamental corn. It's probably not a good idea to grow this during the rainy season. I won't be doing that next time. I planted these probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. They're growing pretty well. Some mangoes back there. And I want to show you my other moringa tree. A more beautiful moringa tree right here. Now this one's the one I'm going to take care of. And this is my naranjilla that I showed you guys on the older video. This is my biggest one that I kept under the grow lights for a lot longer than these. It's been very shady around here lately. because of the rainy season. That's my Peter pepper. These are my pepino plants, pepino melons. And this one right here is, for some reason, it's smaller than the rest. I guess it's just bad genetics, or, well, not bad genetics, but maybe it got disturbed when I transplanted them. Because I did have a problem with the original soil I put them in. It was very thick. That's about it. Tune in next time. Bye-bye. Alright, one more thing I wanted to show you guys is I have a volunteer goldenberry plant here, actually. I've actually grown a quite large goldenberry before, but this one volunteered. These seeds are like, these volunteers are from seeds that are a year old, and they just spread around my yard because I had a lot of goldenberries last year. And it's, you know, it's kind of a smaller, way smaller version, but it's got a little flower down there somewhere, right here. And I'm actually looking forward to these. I'm actually planting, this inspired me to plant some more seeds, and I plan on growing them quite large too. And I think it's just pretty cool. I mean, I've seen goldenberry volunteers in my yard before, but this might be the biggest one, which is pretty cool. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.